Like he's just a freaky. Like he's borderline gay and freaky. You know what I'm saying?
What gay stuff did you hear? I don't know. I didn't hear no gay stuff.
They said that like they said. Let me tell you. I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna explain to you. They said that the man had his girl, like he has like some you know what I'm saying, some Punisher or whatever bust down his girl.
Yeah.
After she busts down, she's nutted on. He'll grab the nut and tell her to rub it on his nipples.
Okay, yeah. So we don't know what's going on.
The little niggas are still crazy.
I know what's going on. Niggas are getting shot, B.
It's like the president knows what's going on.
Niggas have 3D printed guns.
You know what's crazy? I just like me and my brother. We were just when we were driving down here, we seen this woman. She was going down the highway in a pedal bike, and I'm saying to myself,
no, Uber first. It was like a DoorDash, like the DoorDashers.
Yeah, right. But I'm like,
gotta get it.
You have to get it by any means. No, I get that, but like, so I'm just looking at these food services. It's getting a little wild now. With like they're doing the most. Think about it. They get hit by a car over there. They're getting smoked. Like you're dead on the spot, instantaneous. But like
they're dead if they don't make that delivery.
That's right.
Yeah, I guess
that's how they say get it how you live. You know,
What?
some people it's. I guess you can look at it like certain construction, right? Like people are doing things that if they slip and fall, like that's it for them. You know, no harness, no anything. And
remember that guy? I know a guy that fell off a third floor balcony doing construction. Damn. And he was like in a coma for like I think it was. He was in the hospital for 6 months, and then he had to like rehabilitate, do all this therapy and
What
stuff.
kind of construction?
That's a good question.
But that makes me know why he should have fell. Like,
That's a
if he
good
doing
question.
something totally unrelated and he fell, then it's like that's
a good
thing.
question because I didn't ask him that question. He just told me that.
If the nigga's doing windows like glaziers and that, and he fell, he could be like, okay, he could get a lawsuit at least. He could sue some niggas, right?
Yeah. He got like workers' comp. He got workers' compensation for
doesn't
that.
do nothing. That's like EI.
Oh snap! Yeah, he was just saying that like he was off for a while, but then like no, but when I seen him, he was still ripped. Like he was still because he built up the habit of like just working out constantly. Yeah. So when I seen him, he looked normal.
Yeah.
But then he was just telling me like his eyes are messed up. He can't really like see. Like he was wearing shades, like thick shades because of the sunlight. So his eyes were messed up. He said, like, I'm wearing a hat, but I have, like, a huge scar on my head. Yeah, like, but when I'm looking at him, like, I wouldn't know all this stuff. But if he explains it to you, you're going to be like, oh, damn, this is crazy. So, I mean.
Whatever happened to him? Like, did he get money for it?
It was his fault.
Shit.
It was his fault.
Bro, I've heard of some of these scenarios. If you've ever worked construction, bro, the stories of people getting destroyed and not really getting nothing for it.
Yeah.
I heard even a fitter getting, like, torched by a pot pipe, like a steam pipe.
Mm-hmm.
Like basically the cap burst and he was working on it and it burst and like I don't even know what degrees it was, but boiling water basically just sprayed all over him. Burnt his whole body. And all they did was obviously you go through your rehabilitation, whatever, they'll pay you a little bit, but you're back to work once they deem you ready. You're back to work, yo. And
like
you got to grind and get it. So when you're talking about the DoorDash, I guess that's not really the worst shit. Like, you know,
that's true.
Some guys are dying way more brutal deaths.
And probably if you get hit on the highway, you'll still get some money.
You'll get money.
You'll
get
money. Insurance will pay you. Somebody like you were supposed to be there, but they should have never hit you.
So for construction, they don't got insurance. Like, they don't
I mean, yes, to a certain degree.
They're
you
smart.
Get what I mean?
think you have to be if you're at fault, I don't think you're gonna get too much.
No, you can get money, but the fact of the matter is like.
But how can you be at fault for falling off a balcony?
Because you never wear the harness.
Maybe you were supposed to be there.
Yeah,
maybe that's not your area. All kind of
They
shit.
get you on certain things.
It's liability in construction. They make you sign stuff like crazy. They make you do hazard checks and be like, yo, he signed it. He knew the hazards. What happened here? This all the stuff he was supposed to have. They know how to pin you. They know how to pin you so nice.
That's why they came up with such an ironclad type of
100%.
Agreement when you decide to work for them. That if you start messing up and if you do stuff, it's like, well, you're liable.
10 pages they make you sign.
Yeah.
10 pages of stuff. We're not liable for this. This is your fault. This and that, you know? Yeah, for sure.
Bro, they
I know it's
definitely got
crazy.
you.
But but even with cyclists, but do you think they're in the wrong for going on the highway because there's no signs that says you can go on the highway.
That's true.
And if you're an immigrant and you decide to ride on the highway to get to your destination, are they at fault for that?
I think if they go off to the side, they're fine. Do your thing, make your money.
That's it.
Well, what's your thoughts on
What
that?
do you
TJ?
mean? What was the question?
So a cyclist, when they're going onto the highway, we don't see that rare. Like it's pretty rare when we do see that. But do you think they're at fault? Should they get in trouble for it? There's no signs that says that they can't use the highway.
Yeah, I think you're risking your own life. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you're risking your life.
You're a vehicle. You're a vehicle. So it should be. You should be liable as a vehicle on the road.
I mean, they don't got a license plate, so I mean, why?
Those guys are delivering some people some quality food. Hey man, when you get
that's why they need a tip.
They need a tip.
They're risking their life out there.
When they bring you that food at 3 a.m., you know they went on the highway.
As good as your opportunities, man.
That's it, bro. That's it, bro. Some of them going on the highway, you better tip your Uber drivers, DoorDash. Shout out to them. You got what I mean?
Yeah, no, 100%.
$0 still. $0. Until I see my food, you know what I mean? Because they want to tip before and after. I'm like, let me see after.
Man, Uber be killing you, yo.
Killing you.
Should be $20, then the tax, it'd be like $10 tax. I'm like,
Yeah,
what is this?
yeah.
Then you want me to tip?
I haven't heard
pretty
they're talking about tip culture though. Like just speaking on that, like I seen something on it and it was like saying obviously people in Canada were like basically majority of people were saying like they're against the tip culture for like servers or whoever to just get paid what they need to get paid. Are you guys like opposed to that? Like when you guys go to these restaurants, are you guys tipping like that or
It
what's
depends.
the etiquette?
If I'm at a restaurant, I'll tip because it's you know what I mean. It's a restaurant.
Okay.
It's like and it depends on the service too. Like you can't be like wasting my time and expecting a tip at the end of the day. You know what I mean?
True,
but if you do a good job, I'm a tip.
Okay.
Like, I feel like you should tip. You know what I
Okay,
mean?
okay.
Have you ran into any situations where you go to like a fast food spot and they just add the tip to whatever you paid?
Yeah, gratuity included.
Yeah.
I seen that in I went to in Liberty Village, Pizzaville. They do that now.
Word?
Pizzaville. Can you imagine?
Makes sense because they're not getting no tip.
Yeah, but like if
No,
you're
like if
How do you pay people minimum wage and make them bump it up a little, right? You do that.
That's
how you
crazy
you
though.
do
No,
that.
but like it's like so. Right when I was paying, they already added the tip to whatever I was paying, like without me asking. Because you know how they usually give you an option if you're gonna tip, how much you're gonna tip.
they're doing that for a
There's
pizza
a spot DT.
Yeah,
That's crazy.
after that, when I seen that, I'm like, I'm not going to that business no more.
Why?
That's it.
That was enough?
That was enough to tell me, like, because
That's
you're making me
sneaky.
pay. That's sneaky. Why are you charging me?
It's right on your bill.
Some restaurants
After
do
you
that.
pay it,
though.
If you don't
Some
want to read,
restaurants-
nigga, that's your own fault.
No,
right?
no,
They're
but
hoping niggas don't read.
You know,
It's like,
you know.
But it
who
wasn't
does
like that
how much
before.
how much money was it?
I don't remember. It was a couple months back. I can't
It was
remember.
probably like
No,
$2.
but I still felt disrespected because I never had an option. A tip is supposed to be for you to make that decision, not for somebody to make the decision for you.
You know what restaurant does that? Yeah, you guys been to Korean Grill? They do that too.
No.
Yeah,
They
I've been
tip.
Korean girl bare times.
Yeah, they tip. The tip is included in the bill.
Yeah. Sometimes they add that like
But I don't
it
mind.
depends. If you're in a
Yeah.
big group too,
But
they
that's
add
a
like
restaurant.
20%.
I'm talking about a fast
Yeah,
food
it's talking about
spot.
like the fast food, getting a coffee type
Yeah,
of thing.
like just imagine you go get a
yeah.
coffee and they add they tell you that your tips included.
Shit, even if you go
They need it,
even if you go to dispensary, they got the tip
They
shit
need it.
going.
They do need it, but the company or the whatever the establishment is needs to pay it, not me.
That's how they're one
tax
up.
me
That's a
on that.
business move, dog.
The thing
That's
is,
how they're
I'm
one
getting
up in the
taxed
next country.
enough. I'm getting taxed enough in this country. I don't need. I don't need you to add another tax on
Real
me.
talk.
Yeah, for
real
sure.
talk.
No, they gotta add it. They gotta add it because I'm not
gonna
giving it to
fight
them.
back. I'm gonna fight back. I'm not gonna do
I only
business
tip-
there.
I only
Speaking of
not to
fighting
embarrass
back,
myself.
speaking of fighting back, bro, we got to get to this Diddy case because that's been hitting the internet. Obviously, you guys know Diddy's been acquitted pretty much of his most serious like charges. Obviously, so he only got convicted of, I guess, prostitution pretty much across state lines. So what's your thoughts on the whole Diddy case? We know we've been talking about this for a while. I know you've definitely heard of it. Anyone in the black community has to know about what's going on with Diddy. But first of all, I just wanted to know TJ's like thoughts just on the whole Diddy fiasco, if you've been paying attention to it.
I've been paying attention.
And then and then finally, like what's happening
I feel
now.
like he really is a freaky ass nigga.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, I don't think he like the Rico stuff was like I don't think they were gonna get him on Rico. And also, I do feel like he's still gonna serve jail time because they're trying to make him an example.
Frico, not a Rico. Frico, not a Rico.
The fact that they didn't give him bail is kind of crazy too. Like, you know what I mean?
Oh,
like,
yeah.
They didn't give him bail, so obviously I think he's still gonna do time. But at the same time, I don't think he's just a freaky. Like, he's borderline gay and freaky. You know what I'm saying?
What gay stuff did you hear? I don't know. I didn't hear no gay stuff.
They said that like they said. Let me tell you. I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna explain to you. They said that the man had his girl, like he has like some you know what I'm saying, some Punisher or whatever bust down his girl. Yeah. After she busts down, she's nutted on. He'll grab the nut and tell her to rub it on his nipples. That is mad gay.
They did say that.
They did say that.
That is crazy.
They did say that.
Like that's uncalled for gay.
What's his name? Terrence Howard?
I don't know if I'll say gay. That's freaky as fuck though. That's a high
yo,
level.
Why? You could have used lotion. Like, why would you do that?
Terrence Howard? Terrence Howard?
Yeah. When he was talking,
Terrence Howard. I don't know if you heard his interview. He was explaining how he was working with Diddy, went to Diddy's house, and then Diddy was he wanted him to play music for him. And he's like, yeah, sure, yeah, I could play music for you. But then he said that Diddy would just be watching him. He'd just be watching him, not listening to the music. And then eventually, what ended up happening when
I'm not too sure what he said in that, but I know he was just saying like Diddy. He just basically Diddy wanted, like, you know.
Oh, I think his assistant indicated to him that Diddy was interested in him.
Yeah.
But he was just there for the music.
This is all allegedly, brother.
Yeah,
this is all allegedly.
That one's allegedly.
But I don't go off that.
That one's allegedly because he's like, yo.
We have to go off what was proved.
What was proved is I know he's not. I said borderline gay for a reason because like why like. What's the cause of that? Like, why would you want somebody to rub somebody else's sperm?
Smash too much gal. That's his problem.
Nah, bro.
At the end of the day, at the very least, you can say this.
It's sick. The nigga's bored.
No, but at the end of the day, he's sexually fluid. He's gonna do whatever he wants to do. So whether you want to categorize that one way or another, but he likes everything.
He's hit the pinnacle of success.
He's hit that point where it's like I can take whatever. Yeah, I can do whatever, take whatever. And he's not worried about that image part. I don't think that's a big deal on his image. I think the worst part for him in this whole case was the video that dropped. I think that was a big thing when he obviously assaulted like Cassie. That's like the big public one that like, you know, really kind of damages you, especially for like branding and all these type of things. But then all the other stuff, he's just a freak. Like, you know, no one's really going to look into that too heavy. Like, the fact that he's a freak, who cares? He's a billionaire. No one, they always say, if you're a billionaire, what would you be doing? And most people would agree that that wouldn't be outside their realm doing some crazy shit. So that's not going to be something like that's going to damage his rep. I think the video does more damage. I think
he's done though. I think like his career, he's never going to recover. He's never going to recover from this. The only way he can recover from this if he comes out and be gay. That's the only way.
He
come out and be gay.
This guy got an angle.
I'm telling you, he comes out and be like, yo, I'm gay, The pressure of the hip-hop society.
Did Breezy have to say he was gay?
No, but for his case, his case is kind of crazy.
Make a comeback.
His case is kind of crazy.
I'll tell you why he can make a comeback. Because he didn't get convicted. As long as you don't get convicted, that's all alleged.
Well, that is true.
Right? That means that they tried to get me on something. They didn't have enough information on it.
But he was doing... He's still convicted for the prostitution thing.
So what? People do that.
Prostitutes.
No, but that's not a big deal. That's not going to take you off the game.
Nah, tricking. Everyone's tricking.
People trick.
Especially at his level.
The tricking is cool, whatever. But like at the end of the day, I'm just saying, like, if you read the case and see the kind of evidence...
Doesn't matter because he never got convicted.
Who doesn't have crazy cases? Who doesn't have crazy cases?
But you see what they had.
Doesn't matter. He never got convicted of it. That's
he
all
was
wilding. Proof he's freaky.
He's just a wild. He was wilding.
Look, let me give him an example.
He was wilding.
Okay, he's wilding, right?
Yeah.
So remember back in the day, R. Kelly had a video leak. Remember when he pissing on the 16-year-old, bro?
Yeah.
And what happened to his career after that?
R. Kelly dropped hits though, like.
That's the
this is what we're
point.
trying to
Diddy's
say.
55.
go.
What are you guys
That's
talking
the
about?
point.
Y'all gonna
Diddy's
listen to
responsible.
55 years up? You gonna take that?
spinning on
Every
people.
time you say take that and say Playboy, you might see a different image. Like, nah, I ain't fuck with this.
He's gonna come out and still tell niggas take that, take that, take that.
I honestly believe
I'm
that
just telling
Diddy,
you.
it's not over for him.
Yeah.
He could definitely have a PR team
over
that's
for
gonna
Diddy.
fix his image
What
again.
endorsement deals?
He won't be able to get like endorsed
what,
and
what
that. That'd be
sponsorship?
tough.
What?
He won't- that'd be
What?
tough.
He's
Who
gonna get
want
bare
their
them.
name? Nah, come on.
No. I
How?
don't believe in that. But I
Just
think he can
give us
get
some
money.
time.
He gonna
I
be on
think he can get-
Pornhub.
I think-
That's the best
No,
thing.
no,
That's the
no, no.
He's gonna get
endorsement.
liquor
Not
deals.
even
He's
that.
gonna come back and get
Nobody's
liquor
buying
deals.
liquor from Diddy.
No.
Bro.
What's
Why not?
gonna
Who not?
happen? You
Why
have to
not?
understand. He can
Baby
still,
oil?
Diddy's not just a figure
He
in
should jump on the
America.
baby oil.
What? Are you guys crazy?
No, but
He
he
should jump on the baby oil.
Baby,
Start
baby
selling
oil.
his own baby
He
oil.
may
Own
start
baby
selling
oil
his
right
baby
now go
oil.
crazy.
Yeah,
Call
yeah,
it Frico. Call it Frico.
Yeah, you
Remember
right.
I said that.
Yeah, but that's
Call
his
it
own
Frico.
thing.
I
Like,
order
he
at
started
Amazon
that.
right now.
He
That's
started.
hilarious.
That's a new thing he started. That's
No, what he needs to do, bro, he needs to go to a different country and he'll make his bread. I'm telling you right now. I'm
No
telling
way.
you.
Yeah.
You guys are looking at America
That's
as
true.
America. That's
That's
why you guys
true.
are small-minded thinking.
What
This guy
country,
can
though?
go, bro, he can go anywhere. He's an
He can go to
international
Europe,
star.
he can go
He has
to-
international people under his banner of Bad Boys and everything. So he's not just a solo act. He's not even just an artist.
Yeah.
He's exec. Like you
I
get what I mean?
disagree.
Like, it's a little
I disagree.
different.
Like
He could
nobody
move
would say.
somewhere
No,
else.
everybody is staying away from him. Like
man.
that.
He
Everybody's
can spin that.
disassociating.
No,
You're not
no,
doing
tell-
Your problem is you're not doing no freaky stuff at home. That's
What
what it
you
seems like.
mean?
You're not doing no freaky stuff, and
How
you're
you-
looking at
hey,
Diddy like
listen,
this nigga's
listen,
wild.
Diddy just needs to get into. You know what he
Listen,
needs to get into? He needs to get
How
into the
freaky you
adult
trying
industry.
to?
Like
How
that
freaky you
type of
trying to
shit.
get?
Me,
All
I'm
the
not eating no
stuff-
front.
all-
I'm not going crazy.
Yeah.
Well, I'm definitely baby oiling shit up.
No,
some
I
real
feel you on that.
ties, all
But
this
what I'm
shit.
saying is that,
Half of
yo,
what he's doing,
what
bro.
I'm
Not
saying
even
is,
half.
yeah,
man.
you're
Not
not
even
even
half.
doing.
And I'm like,
You
He's not even
see what I'm
doing
saying?
2%.
Like, yo, that's light work compared to what he was doing.
Of
He was
course.
calling another nigga to come through.
he's American.
Yeah.
He called it, I'm American, bro. Stop it. Stop it. Nah, we don't stand by that. We don't stand by that,
That guy doesn't
bro.
represent me.
No, I
We don't stand
definitely
by
believe
that.
that he has an opportunity to. He can clean his image. He has enough money. If he has enough money to get himself out of jail and not get convicted, he has enough money to get the right PR team to spin it, spin it somehow. He could even start his own product line, especially with baby oil, call it Freak Oil or something
That's
along
true.
the lines, and he can literally run with it. He doesn't need to run against it. Like, go with the current.
I'll say this much: he just needs to lean into it. You know,
Yes,
it's not.
yes,
I'll say like there's
yes.
certain things like this, but obviously not the same. But I don't know because this came out recently. I don't know if you guys seen the Rob Ford documentary.
Yeah, I seen that.
I heard it came out. I never got a chance to
seen
watch it.
Yeah, I watched that. I didn't
Oh, I
like
didn't
it.
watch it.
Yeah, but it's okay. It's just
I love that nigga though. That's
Yeah,
why.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's why I liked it.
Yeah,
but my
yeah.
whole thing was like he got caught with the coke thing and he's denying
Crack, nigga,
crack. My fault.
We're talking about the Toronto mayor.
A Toronto mayor that got caught smoking crack. So there's a documentary on Netflix, and pretty much in the documentary, he gets caught with obviously the video gets leaked. People are selling the video and stuff like that. He denied it before the video got out. Eventually, the video gets and what does he do? He leans into it, and I think that's what like Diddy eventually gonna do. You're just gonna have to lean into the shit, the allegations, the certain stuff, the
Yes.
freaky shit. Go join up with some porn company and figure out something, some kind of
That
deal you
would
can do.
work,
I don't
yeah.
know. Do something. But my opinion, I think he's not done yet. I think
I don't
he
think
has
he's done.
something left in the tank. Like I think he can make a PR move that can
I
help.
think he's
He's
him.
an entrepreneur.
I personally
He has
think, I
ideas.
think he's going to jail. Like,
No,
y'all,
he's not going to jail. I don't
He's
think
Even
going-
if he
he's
goes
going
to
to
jail,
jail.
I think a
if he
minimum.
wasn't going to jail,
No,
they
he's
would
got-
have gave him bail.
But
He's going
even
to jail
then,
for
he's
sure.
gonna go to jail for a minimum
No,
time.
they're trying to wash his money. They're trying to wash him
Nah,
in
they
his
trying to-
money.
they
They're
trying
trying to
to
keep
make
him in
him
there for
go
as
to
long as
jail.
they can, trying to
Exactly.
prove something. They ain't got none. He's freaky as fuck.
Nah, they
Let
trying
the
to
boy
make him an
out.
example. Like this shouldn't even been a case, really and truly. But like the way I thought they would have had more.
He's a
on
black
him.
billionaire.
You
It
know
has
what
to
I
be
mean?
a case.
I thought it was gonna be like more. Like I thought the celebrities was gonna be involved.
Nothing
like
was
it was
involved,
nothing
bro.
about that. You know what I mean?
Apparently, the jury
now-
seen the freak off too, and they said it was mild. There
And
wasn't
people were
nothing too
laughing
crazy.
when they were showing
But
the
you
When
know,
they're
video.
showing the
Yeah.
freak
you
off,
know
it
what the
wasn't that
craziest thing
crazy.
about the whole thing is now? What does that say about the industry in terms of like women and the whole thing of they felt like that Cassie was being taken advantage of.
Nah, let's be
Are
honest.
women gonna now? No, do you think that women in the future will start coming out, or will they just now like, well, nothing's gonna happen to these guys that do get convicted?
You know what I
They're gonna
think?
be-
She
I
got
think-
10 million, didn't she?
She got
30.
she
She
got
got
I think she only did that
Open
for
and
the.
shut
She did.
case.
She got 30 million.
30
30
She
now.
got
Open and
30
shut
million.
case. What did
Yeah.
it mean to get them not coming out? They're coming out in the flock. They've been doing this. This is the trend, buddy.
I feel
But
like
do you think she's gonna be like scared though?
you know what I feel like? I feel like this has always been the case. Like look at Hugh Hefner. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, that's right.
people live this lifestyle. It's the money lifestyle, basically. Like, people live this lifestyle, and it's like it's always gonna be there. It's always been around. But now people are doing this like Me Too thing, where like they're taking advantage of the social woke climate. You know what I mean? That's what I feel like.
So you think it's for a bag? Like most of these chicks are for a bag?
Yeah, it's like if you read, Cassie is not innocent to me personally.
No, definitely complicit.
No one, you know what I mean? It seems like it was like you was going along with it until it didn't benefit you.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? And now that it didn't benefit you no more, then you now play victim. You know what I mean? And then like her little husband that's coming out, you know what I'm saying? Like all the women on social media supporting him, like he's the stand-up guy that's stuck with
okay.
Come on, nobody's doing that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, no
She's
one's doing
30 M's. I guess you should
You'll
be
do it
like
for
that.
I'll be
do it for
depressed.
30 million.
Yeah, I'll be depressed.
Yeah, you'll
I'll
do
be
it for
depressed,
30.
but at the end of the day, guess what? She has 30 M's on
My
her
girl had to go
books.
testify she was getting piped by a next nigga. Get
Yo,
jizzed
it
on
don't
all that
matter.
stuff. I have to go
FaceTime.
get at the end of the day.
Yeah,
She's
but think
having a
about it.
baby.
He never signed no prenup with this chick. He's probably married to her, no prenup. She gets 30 M's. He's
That's
on
true.
the
Yeah,
big
he's
come
gonna
up.
walk away with
He's on the
5.
big come up.
No, but if he divorces her, he can.
Yeah, he's on the big
Yeah,
come
he
up.
could
He's
come
on the
up.
big come up.
If you didn't know that about your gal, you get a nice gal, she was with Diddy.
No, but think about it. If he divorces her,
What?
he
But I'm
can
saying
get,
if he
he
Did you see the
divorces
freak
her,
off?
and
with
he
your
can
gal?
divorce her, bro.
He has right. He has right to divorce
Forget
her.
about that. This is baby moms, right? He's having youths with nigga. She's getting freaked out.
By
no,
Diddy.
100%.
I guess it's not the worst
Freaked
thing.
But he was
out.
like a what?
Bruh,
He used
they're
to work
getting
for
freaked
Diddy
out
too.
by regular dudes.
He used
You
to
think
work
they're
for
gonna
Diddy
be- he's
too.
gonna
No.
be
This is
freaked-
high level. This
He was
is
a trainer or
high
some
powered
shit.
freak out.
Even
Oh,
better.
yeah, he was,
even
he was.
better.
Not for my gal.
That's actually insane because he was a trainer. That's what TJ
He was a
saying.
trainer. He was
Diddy's
Diddy
trainer.
I heard.
trainer, and then he swooped in, and all of a sudden, like I don't know, man. He
What do
went
you
through
tell
a
your
lot.
kids? Like,
Mid freak off, he was lip
was
locking
trained.
with her. You know what I mean?
So he knew what he signed up
But
for.
not-
That's what you're saying.
but just
That's what you sign
imagine.
up for, brother.
100%.
But imagine Cassie's kids. What do you tell your kids when they get older?
Raise them Amish. No internet.
Yeah,
That's
exactly.
it.
That's true.
They can't hear
Get
nothing.
them away from the internet.
They gonna
because-
find out. Somebody in
Raise
school is
them
gonna
wolves.
get
Saw
out.
them.
Someone in school is like, is this your mom's?
Yeah. No,
That'll be old
100%.
news, Sam. That'll be old news. You're 20 years.
Yeah, man.
But
Kim
yeah,
Kardashian
You
has
know
all
how
kind of
kids are. Kids are crazy.
No,
Like,
kids are
100%.
crazy.
I would date if that was me. I was like 13. I would find that out.
Oh, so yeah,
and
no,
roast you
kids
the
are.
next day.
You know, they're savvy
Like, I
with
would-
the internet.
Very savvy.
They're very savvy with the internet, so they'll definitely find it. If they go to like any type of school, if they have the same last name, for sure, some kid will find it. or
Kim
whatnot.
Kardashian's youths are just fine.
So
Right,
we
Kim,
think we don't know that.
We don't know that.
They're fine. Look
They
at
don't
them.
say anything about it, so we have no.
No,
idea.
no
I'm
news
sure
is good
they-
news, nigga.
I'm
Oh,
sure they
no,
know,
it's
but
good
like, what are they
PR.
gonna
They
supposed
have
to
a
say
good PR
about
team.
it? They're
That's
supposed
it.
to come on TV and be like, "Oh, my mom got," you know what I mean?
That's
Like
it.
they
Yeah.
probably just getting.
Yes.
I'm not gonna do that.
They'll be with Kanye and
I'ma take the
academics
L.
interviews
Yeah,
going
yeah.
crazy, right? And they'll be tag teaming like Jada Kiss and Styles P. One will spin out, West will spin out, North will spin out. They'll be going crazy if there's a
They got the
problem.
whole
You guys-
compass on their
what?
team.
Some stuff
Holy
you just
shit.
don't talk about. Some stuff is just so embarrassing that you
It's
just
like,
don't-
yeah, you just
They're not
keep
gonna
it.
talk about, but the thing is,
But
if
it's
you're
cool,
doing,
I'm
if you're
sure they
doing
talk
good,
about
those
it.
things won't matter. Like you know what I mean? These
When
people are
you age your
doing
pops,
good.
you talk.
When you have money, like that's not gonna matter. At the end of the day, you're living good. You're not living like an average folk. Then you're
True.
looking at that and you're saying, "Oh, what was the benefit of that?" If you're say a Kardashian and you figure out, "Oh, my mom did this," it's like, "Oh, that's all she did." Like, damn, like she made a whole
Yeah.
empire off of just that little measly thing. Like, that's not a big deal. I think people blow things out of proportion sometimes, especially when it's on camera and stuff like that, bro. Even with the guy that's with Cassie, I'll tell you the truth. You're with Cassie, you knew she'd been sleeping with
Yeah,
celebrities.
he knew that.
That's obvious. She's a beautiful woman and she was a recording artist. Come on. We already know that. So you already signed up for, you already wrote your own thing. Like you signed up for that. Right? So
But
like
do you
they
guys
say,
think like any of y'all could do that? Like if you was in a position where you was the trainer and you see Cassie take a liking to you and you know what comes with it, is that something that you could entertain?
for me personally, I wouldn't entertain it in the sense of long term. That's just something I would say, okay, let me see what I can get. But then again, who's to say? Cassie's a pretty gorgeous woman, especially at that time. Who's to say? Like, if she came on to you, you might take that, but you understand. You might trick yourself and say that maybe she really likes me for me. But at the back of your mind, if you
She
should
probably
know
do
that
like
she's
him
on
for him,
something.
right?
So
Shit.
that
She got kids with him.
yeah,
She,
well,
you know what I'm
exactly.
saying?
She could like you for you, but I mean, I would imagine that because if you're a regular guy and she's going from like a Diddy and you know people in that industry, and she's coming to you, you might have a shot.
I think
if that goes that
I
way.
think
So
honestly what happened
I might not
is-
block that blessing had I not known this prior information, but
No, but I think
What's your
what
thoughts?
happened is that
no. But what's your thoughts if you're in that situation?
Could you wife Cassie while she's, you know, under the Sith? You know what I mean?
Like if you
Evil
know
Sith
she's
Empire, dog. Are you crazy?
Jesus.
crazy.
Who's going up against fucking Darth Vader for a gal?
But
No.
if she's going on you, like if she's on to you,
She's telling you
Well,
she
the
hit you
thing
with the
is-
same
yeah.
story she hit the
I'll say
court.
this
Yeah.
much. I'll say this much. That the trainer had access, right? Because he was training Diddy. He was able to see Cass.
Yeah.
Right? She was seeing Cassie at that time period. So if she comes on to me, I mean, what else am I gonna do? She's a gorgeous woman.
that's why I said we can't
one
sit
thing to
here and
smash
lie.
it.
We
One
can't
thing
sit
to
here and
smash
It's
it.
lie.
one
Not
thing.
gonna lie.
I'm just saying, like,
it's
you
a
could just.
whole nother
Yeah,
thing to
you're
get
right. You're right.
Yeah.
You're crazy.
Smashing is one thing.
A
I
little
don't know
quick
if I
hair
can
To get
smash.
married is
Yeah,
different.
that's a whole
Nigga.
different thing.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Is
you're
that how
right.
Tom Brady
is
lost his
definitely
brow too?
different.
Yeah.
Yeah, it'd
Yeah.
be
Yeah,
a
the
These
trainer.
trainers
trainer.
are diabolical.
A lot of the trainers.
diabolical.
You gotta
They
get some
fly-
cameras on these
they
trainers.
fly-
These
What? You have to
celebrity
train in my
trainers.
house.
I sent this guy funny video of the trainers, like when a girl says they have a trainer and what the guy's doing, like
He's doing the
like,
most.
all
Yeah,
over
he's
her,
doing
but-
the most.
Nah, this is how you squat. He's under the squat.
Diabolical.
I'm like, this is crazy, but this might be true, bro. The
Yeah.
trainers be knocking down some of these chicks,
But they do say
but-
trainers
It's
do
a top
knock
profession
down
for
like-
knocking down gal now.
But I heard it's kind of up
Yeah.
and down. I know someone that works at one of those like kind of luxury gyms, and he told me, he's like, nah, those girls aren't there for the trainers. They know we're broke. They're there for the rich clients that come to the gym. So I heard that too. You can
depends
knock
where
down
you're going.
certain chicks in some gyms, but
Yeah.
I'm telling you,
He's
some
not
of the
saucing it
higher end
right.
ones, unless he's not, you know.
No, but those are seasoned women. Those are
Yeah.
seasoned women that they know that the rich clients come to these gyms, so they're looking at the big fish. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They're looking for
Sharpshooters.
come up.
Yes, they're looking for
Sharpshooters.
yeah.
Those
they're-
are professionals.
But like, yeah, exactly.
Regular everyday gal who
yeah.
come to the
Yeah,
gym.
you talk about that.
And the niggas there helping
But
them
I'm
do
saying
okay,
Cassie,
late night
but I'm saying
session.
Cassie's no regular chick. Like
Yeah.
a chick that
She's
comes
regular.
in.
She fell just to the regular trap.
This guy said she's
Regular
regular.
trap. Nigga had his hand on the small of her
Every
back.
chick is regular
and
under
she
that.
fell for it.
Yeah, but under that kind of definition, every chick's regular.
She fell
paid
for
for the
it.
trainer, fam?
He's the one that fell for it. She probably hit him with the slob story of, oh, Diddy's taking advantage of me, da 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 da. I need someone to save
Who
me.
was paying the
need to
trainer?
get
That's what I
out.
want to know. Not Diddy.
I don't know. The
who
trainer was
knows?
getting paid,
I'm
and he
telling
was
you right
taking
now,
on
Diddy.
dates with the
That's it.
money.
Did he pay for the facility? He paid for the trainer. He paid for everything.
Bro, Cassie
and
was
that's how
paying
she
for
did
the
it.
prostitutes, though.
It be
Cassie
happening.
was paying for the prostitutes. She'd
She's
send
freaky,
money,
fam.
though.
She's freaky.
No,
Definitely
but
freaky.
with her own
But is
money,
she
because that's what he
freaky?
liked.
That's
You
what
know
I'm
what I'm
saying.
saying?
That's
That's
is
what
she
he
actually
liked.
freaky, or did she just know what Diddy liked and she just wanted to stay in position?
It could be a bit of both. Both could be equally true.
100%.
You know what I
100%.
mean? Both could be
That's a
equally
good
true.
question.
Yeah, that's a
is
good
right.
question, right?
Yeah.
But on another note, this weekend, Salsa on St. Clair and Afrofest taking place in Toronto. Well,
Still
what was
going
your?
on, still
yeah,
going
it's still
on.
going on. Actually, we're still in the mix of it.
Yes, sir.
What was your thoughts? I know you guys went to Salsa on St. Clair.
Yeah, I went there yesterday actually. Yeah, it was
Yeah,
cool.
I
I
was
was there for like a little hour or whatever. It was nice.
Yeah.
It was nice to be outside with a little vibe where you didn't have to spend money. That was
Yeah, I
That
think
was
that's
great.
what street festivals are good for. You know, you get to see a lot of beautiful women.
There's a lot of beautiful women for sure.
A lot of festivities, dancing. You can even go and
You can
dance
drink
with women,
outside,
drink outside.
Smoke, do all
You can
types
do
of
almost
things.
You
everything
could buy
you do
drinks
in
at
a
the
club.
convenience stores.
Yeah, that's
now.
what I'm saying. You
It's-
can
it's
almost do everything
sweet.
that you would do in a club, but for free. The most you're spending is on a drink somewhere, and then that's about it, right? It's a
Yeah,
street
I'm not
festival.
gonna lie. Like I appreciate the free vibes. Like you know what I'm saying. Rather than spending money, just
100%, bro.
you know what I mean. You
know.
catch everything out there. You get
That's
your
what I'm
drink.
saying.
You walk. You see beautiful women. Like what else do you want? You know.
City's finest. I always say, anytime something's free and it like gathers a lot of people, that's where you need to be. There's no other place to be, because if you go to a club, you're always under stipulations. Like
Yes.
to get it with
Depends
the
what you're
woman.
looking for, dog. Depends what you're looking for.
What do you mean?
What are you
talk
talking
to
about?
us.
I was everywhere yesterday, right? I was everywhere
true,
yesterday. I
true.
seen the different scales, right? I
So-
was at
so-
Cabana.
so- so
looking
break
at
it down.
different
Give us the
scales.
rankings.
Break it down.
Give us the rankings in terms of like.
Okay, so
events.
Taste of Lawrence. That's like a
Oh
for-
shit, yeah, Taste of
kid-
Lawrence was happening
for
too.
kids and stuff. You bring your local family there. They had games, kind of like the X. First
Okay.
couple
Okay.
days, you go there. I was at Cabana. That's for
Cabana,
niggas making breads. Right? You see the BBLs, you see the dark skinned ones, you see all the ones you want, right?
So that's basically the club in Toronto you're talking about, but it's an outdoor
He was at
club.
Cabana yesterday
booming.
too.
Cabana's booming.
Yeah.
Cabana.
Wait, the Cabana, is it the one that where
Poston
Rebel
Pier,
is?
Poston
Yeah.
Okay,
Down on
okay,
Polson, fam. Quavo was there yesterday.
Okay, shout out
So you see the
Quavo.
gal them running to the front of the stage, right? Then you see them come back disappointed. Some of them, you know the ones they didn't get selected for the freak off.
Nah.
So,
Not one of Quavo's chosen ones.
But there's soup bad. Toronto's finest was there.
There
They're
you
always
go.
at Cabana
Always.
because they're always trying to level themselves up, right?
Yeah,
Any day
okay.
could change their life.
Yeah.
Then salsa's a nice vibe too, you know. But you'll find more. You're not seeing no 40-year-old Spanish grandmas or aunties. You're not seeing no aunties at Cabana.
No.
There's zero aunties at Cabana.
Of course. So just the finest.
Yeah, just the upper echelon of what the city has. The best
So
sharpshooters.
we think.
Just
The
the,
best-
BBL
The
bandits.
best
we think.
No, the snipers were there.
He knows.
No,
The
I'm
best
saying
are
no.
there.
What I'm saying is, so we think like the top of the line because like these girls could be broke.
Oh, we're
They
just talking
able-
visually.
Okay,
Visually,
Just
okay.
visually.
Okay.
We're just looking at the car
Physical.
from outside.
Okay,
There you
okay.
go.
No
This is not
engine, no
the
nothing,
engine,
right? We're just
nothing.
looking outside.
Never lift the hood yet.
Yeah. Everything done up. Front bumper, back bumper, everything
what
is
I
done
mean?
up, right? That's where you go Cabana, everything's done up. To get them are heels, it's right. You know what I mean? It rained a bit, everybody went inside. Rain was done, they went back outside, you know? It's nice. And then salsa is a nice vibe too. You still see very beautiful women, but you get more natural women, more like
Definitely more natural.
more regular girls, more, you know, they're off for the weekend, nice girls. Nice girls you want to talk to, you
That's
know,
right.
go out with. Those type of vibes.
Mainly
For sure.
Hispanic too. That's the one that's like mainly Hispanic. But obviously we're in Toronto, so there's always gonna be diversity. You're gonna see all type of girls. You're gonna see black women, white women,
Middle
Hispanic
Eastern,
women, Middle
Asian.
Eastern, Asian. You got it all. That's the thing about Toronto. I think that's why like we mess with the fest because we understand that like it's like a melting pot. We got a lot of different cultures there, and then obviously we know we're gonna bump into people.
It's more like a mosaic because it's like they all have their own community events, and we're just kind of entering into their world.
100%.
Right? It's not like it's a mixture of cultures. It's just,
I guess yes, you can say that.
So
You
it's
can
more
say
of a
that.
mosaic.
Maybe it's not a
where-
mixture, but
Yeah,
it's
it's
like,
It's a mixture with the people, but just not with the festivities.
Yeah,
right?
not with the festivities.
Yeah.
It's
So,
just a
like-
community, and then you're going into their community. You're seeing what's going on. Oh, this is interesting, and then you walk back out.
But I noticed, like, even for something like that, because it's like based on like Hispanic people, I think being black, like you're more comfortable in those type of scenarios too, because obviously Hispanic people, there's black people that are from Latin America as well, so you can blend in a little differently. The
Oh, we
comfort.
together, bro.
So no,
Black and brown, we're together.
Are
dog.
we?
There you go.
Are we? Because if
certain
we
extent.
were, how come we have both Afrofest and Salsa on St. Clair at the same days?
Two different cultures.
Two different cultures.
No, but
bro.
there should be a mixture. If we're like one, as you say,
Mm-hmm.
there should be like a fusion where you're fusing the Latin
No,
part.
but
you're
I think
fusing the Afro
No, the
part.
culture
I
is
think
different,
culture is
but,
different.
like,
You
the
can't
people
compare
are together, yeah.
The ethnicity would be similar, but not the culture. You can't pair cultures because the understanding of different cultures. would be
Because I'm
very
sure if
different.
Spanish
Okay.
people come to Afrofest, they'll be accepted as well. You know what I mean? Like,
Absolutely,
Okay, I see.
you know.
I think it's smart because you have something for everybody one weekend, right?
Okay.
Are you more into this culture, more into African culture? Come here. Are you more into the Latin culture? Come here, right? Is there more of the family vibes up in Scarborough? Come here. There's games for the kids, like, you know? They make it so you could do something on the weekend.
On the
Everybody
weekend,
has something.
depending, on.
and you could do everything.
You can do everything.
You could do
that too.
Friday Afrofest. You could do Saturday.
People do say
salsa,
that.
yeah.
They do say that, but the thing is, some days are better than other days. So let's say you go on a Saturday, that's prime time for any of the festivals that are out there.
Depends on the weather.
True.
But Sunday might be the banger if the weather is the day.
Sometimes it's the banger, depending. And it depends what time you get there too, right? If you get there early, then you can enjoy it really. You got there
I
late
feel like we have
sometimes.
so many days, we have so many weekends that we could spread out the events. We don't need them to all be bunched up in one weekend just because now it's like you're gonna have open weekends where no real events are happening.
Summer, there's always an
There's
event.
always
Always
an
an
event. I was
What
about
do you
to say
like? What
that,
do you guys
man.
like seeing at the festival?
You're
Like,
right.
what do you like seeing? Like when you go to these things, what do you like to see? Like,
That's a good
what
question.
captivates you?
Beautiful women.
I think the women, like, to be fair,
Yeah,
like if we're
beautiful
gonna be honest, like it's like you see every single
Yes.
person in the city, like people you've never seen before. obviously the vibe too, like not just the women, but the vibe. But you know, that's just how I think that's just how dudes are. Like we go to places where the women are gonna be in abundance. Yes. We're not gonna go to places where it's gonna be mad dudes around, because that's usually not the vibe that any dude wants to be around. So I think when we go to these fests, it's the abundance of women from different parts of the city. We're seeing it, girls traveling, this and that. And not to say we engage with every single woman, but I think just having that as your backdrop, it's like very enticing for everyone. And you're drinking, you're smoking, you're chilling. I think it's a nice balance.
That's an honest answer, bro.
Yeah, what about you? What do you like to see, dog?
That's the same thing. Y'all can keep the food, man. Just give me the beautiful ones. I'm joking. But it's true. You know, like it's like just like how, like, you know, when people go to travel to all these places in Colombia and be like, yo, I'm only there for the tourist culture. Shut up, bro.
I'm there for the
girls.
Ask me right here, dog. You ever ask me why I traveled there? I'm gonna tell you, fam. I didn't care about the beach. I didn't want to go to the club, fam. Debauchery.
Debauchery. I'm only there for problems.
That's the fact. Like, men go places to see beautiful women.
That's what we spend money on.
Yeah, that's what we.
Clubs, bottles,
even clubs, bottles, all of those
Gucci,
things.
Louis, what are we doing it for? Like, you know what I mean? We're not looking to just stun on our boys. It can't be for
ourselves.
It's not for us. It's not for other dudes. Hopefully, because some dudes be doing, you know what I mean, measuring and shit. Like,
I mean, to a certain extent, yes, if there's benefit to it, but I mean, most of the time you're doing it for, certain to pull certain women, to attract certain women. And that's what we do. So I think that's why, like I said, the festival for me is like one of those things that we only get a little bit of time with. We only get the summer, and it's only usually a month or two.
I would say even a month. Yeah.
Outside of that, you're spending money on, if you want to see people, be in a big you go, the concerts, parties,
especially the winter,
all type of shit. Yeah, like think in our city, there ain't nothing to do once it gets to the winter time because you have to pay for every single thing you do.
And that's about 9 months of the year.
You know?
Right?
I like to go out and see the old hunting techniques, fam. The old lions come out and still hunting. That's what makes me funny, fam. I like to see that.
This guy brought up a good one because we were seeing some old lions and they were attacking on the younger girls.
Still trying to get some food. Bro, I love to see that.
We seen some.
I love to see that.
But how was their game? How was their game, though?
Bro, they're trying.
They're shooting. They're shooting, right? A little off, but then a little on. You see some of them, you be like, ooh, that nigga old lion saw some life.
I was even surprised they had that energy at that age. That begs the question, like, at what age do you really like stop in terms of like your charisma and going after women and stuff like that? Because we seen a couple older guys and they were spitting game.
It depends on how you feel as an individual, because some people, they feel like they got older. So that means, I would say, I don't know if that has to do with maturity or immaturity. I can't really say. But I think some people view themselves as they were like maybe 20 years back. I think that mind frame is still there.
The dog ever leaves.
Yeah, the dog did
Once
not
we have that
leave.
dog.
Exactly.
If I had that dog 30 years ago, fam, and I'm newly free up, I've been taking care of my body, I'm back outside.
Oh, they're gonna,
The dog is
well, it's like it's pretty much like going to like a ball court and as you see pickup going and you could be older, but if you still feel like you got it, it's like,
and if you're balling,
even you're 50.
But do y'all feel like you gotta leave the game before the game leave you?
I think for me and myself, I think that's how I think. I think like that. But not everybody thinks like that, right? They just like, I love the game. I love the hustle.
I love the hustle.
I feel like one of those ball players. So.
And then even like Kanye said, don't leave while you're hot. That's how May screwed up. So
but then sometimes he screw up.
But then sometimes you don't know when the game leave you though. You know what I'm saying? You just be on the court and all of a sudden like you can't dribble like the way you used to.
But that's because they're not practicing. No, but that's because they're not practicing.
Well, this is what I mean. If you keep yourself to the standard, like if you're keeping yourself to that certain standard. So like, for example, like the guys we are talking about, if you kept yourself in shape, if you're like doing good in life and you look good, why not like spit game or why not go out there like you were 20 years ago? If you feel
like you said, not spending no money, you're just outside.
You're just outside. So
just outside. Old lions outside. He knows the ground.
Me and this guy were just impressed because we're like, God damn, like even these guys are still taking advantage of the watering hole. Like, like even the old lions, we're the young lions and we're mid-aged lions and we're looking at the young ones and we're like, okay,
got some time.
We're getting pushed out. And we're seeing the ones that centuries ago, they're still
They
pulling.
don't have to leave the pride.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
like,
Niggas around
you know,
still
they gotta-
eating.
The ones that were supposed to be exiled. You know,
Yes.
you have nothing left.
Gray in the beard, bro. It's like we don't even care at this point. We're
Nigga
just
outside nibbling on some shit.
Yeah.
It's like, we're gonna get our share.
getting the crumbs.
We're
They're
getting
getting
our
the
share
crumbs.
one way or another. We're getting our share, and we're gonna make it hard for you guys.
Yeah.
Even though our percentage is gonna be low, we're gonna make it hard on you.
All
guys.
they need
We're
is
gonna
one.
keep you guys honest.
All they need
That's
is
all
one.
everybody need.
All
Just
you need
a
is
one.
one.
That's it. Just a one. I guess that's the thing, right?
Yeah,
You
so
just
they
need
can keep
one that
shooting.
likes
The
you.
thing is, they could go out there and just keep shooting.
Do
Just
you
trying
feel
to
like
keep
it's?
gaming
Do
these
you
women.
feel like it's a thing that you got to keep your weapon sharp? Like you got to be able to shoot all the time, even when. Like some men,
That's a good
I don't know.
question.
Some men are like, yo, like let me just see if I still got it. You know what I'm saying? Like,
That's a good
I
question.
think for that,
or it's a slippery slope.
but here's the thing
Still
for
got it,
that.
you'll know.
Here's the thing for that. I think
He said if you got it,
always,
you know.
No, the thing is, because if you got it, you don't lose it. First of all, in my opinion, because the only way you're gonna lose
You
it.
can lose it.
Well, this is the only way you lose
You
it
can
is
lose
if you
it.
change your complete ways, right? You only have it because of the ways you've been, right? So if you develop, say, a way and process of how you talk to women, how you get and interact with women, obviously if you're single for a certain amount of years, you're going to be used to that. You're going to know what you can get, what you can't get. Then say you get into a relationship, you stop doing that. Yeah, that'll slowly fade, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, when your sword is not sharp no more.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
But
But
you
here-
still have to sharpen your
But
sword.
if
in
you
that
still got the
predicament.
physique, if you still take care of yourself and stuff of that sort, your game might not be as sharp, but still, like, you're still
No,
presentable.
you're still wanted. But
Yes.
that doesn't mean your sword is sharp.
No,
You know what I mean?
that's what I'm
like,
saying.
That's
you
a
could,
fact.
you
No,
could
that's a
still be
fact.
wanted,
but-
and then you could just
No,
But
but
you
at this
don't have it
point,
no more.
No, but I would. This is my argument. I feel like you have a sharp sword, like I said, when you're single. But by that point, like say you're more settled in and you're not in the field like that, you don't need a sharp sword no more. You need a different weapon.
Well,
different
actually,
tool.
your weapon is your finance.
That's what I'm saying. Your tools
not-
change.
yeah, your
you
tools
don't need
change,
you don't
yeah.
need the sharp sword no more. You've already you're not a foot soldier no more.
Yes,
You
yes.
know,
Okay,
you
okay.
went to a
That's a
different
fact.
level.
Okay,
So
that's
now
that's a good analogy.
I think that's the thing. It's like you don't need the sharp sword. You have something else that's a value
Yeah.
that is more of
I
a
can agree.
wisdom almost. Pretty much that's what you're gonna have to go off. But what would you guys say? You guys think like you have to be on point or the things you got going on have to be on point by the time you get older?
That's an age-old question, though, because it's like, what's more important, how you look or what you say?
Well, that's what I'm saying. So that's what I'm saying. Where the sword being sharp doesn't really. When you're younger,
I
you
think
can lean
you
off
need
your
both
youth.
though. I feel like looks could get you in the door, obviously.
When you're younger, but I think when you're older, the only thing that you have to it offers money, like stability, protection, security. That's it. I mean, if you can't do that and you're older man, it's like, oh, this guy's just a loser.
Yeah, at that
This guy's
stage.
a loser at this.
That's a
stage.
good
So,
point.
you know?
That's a good- I feel like as
well,
a
you
man
lose
though, you're supposed to
potential.
have all of those. You
So
have to
we
have those
think, but
bags.
not everybody has those
You know what I
checks.
mean?
Yeah,
They
but
all
you
have
got
those
leeway
check
when you're
marks.
younger, right? When you're
Yeah.
younger, people can bank on potential.
Yeah,
So you can always get a girl off potential.
yeah.
Right? Like I can go think how much guys we all been there where we get with a woman that probably we should have not been with or like probably beyond what we normally
Scopes, yeah.
get. But that's because of potential sometimes. Sometimes it's like, oh, like, maybe and those type of things. When you're older, I don't think you get that leeway. Like people aren't just gonna mess with you because of potential. They're gonna be like, are you established?
Are you
doing the
there
things?
yet?
Yeah,
Or
but
do
you
you
should
have this?
you should
Well, then
you should
you're
be
in an
older
advantage.
to have like that's part of the sword, right? At that point.
But that's what I'm trying to
'Cause
say.
if
So at
you're-
that point, you don't need to be on point because the women will come to you.
Yes.
That's where you're trying to get to, though, right?
That would be the
Because,
most
when
point.
you're young, you're trying to get girls.
Yes.
When you're
Yeah.
older, you want girls to try and
Get
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 you.
Yeah,
you don't need to chase.
Yeah,
So
you
now
start
you
looking at
makes
yourself
sense.
like the prior, like, what do I need this from?
What do I need
Yes.
her? She's a burden to me, if anything.
exactly.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but I still feel like you still gotta have some. You still gotta know how to hunt what you want.
No,
at the
I
end of
don't
the
think
day.
so.
But hear what I'm
so.
saying. If a
Okay,
girl
talk to me.
approaches you, it don't matter what you're going to say. All you just have to say is a couple of things, right? Like, you're cute, like, let's talk later. If you got to go approach your girls, all your girls, it's always going to be difficult. But if they come to you, it's never going to matter how sharp your
What I'm
sword is.
saying is that what if the ones you want don't come to you?
Then
Like,
I don't want
No,
them.
they're not for
what
you.
if it's
Then
the
they're not
what if
for
it's
you.
It's not
the
for you. That's what that means.
Yeah, that
They're
one's
not
simple.
for you.
so you're saying that every time the girls you want come to you, or
Yeah.
sometimes you don't approach girls?
Well, the girls that you need are coming to you,
The ones you
Yep.
need, yes.
not the ones that you don't need. That's like vanity. That's just what you want. But that doesn't mean that's necessarily good for
so
you.
you can't get both.
I mean, you could. You also get a headache with that too.
Yes.
Because you're going after them.
Basically, we even had this conversation literally yesterday. We just had this literal conversation. It's like perfect guys to talk about this. But again, if they, you need them to want you, especially as you get older. Because again, you're going to slow down with certain things. You're not going to want to entertain women. You're not going to want to chase after women because it's a tiring process. When you're young and energetic, you have nothing to lose. Who cares? I have nothing to do. I'm going to go home, sleep, whatever.
And you don't really got money too, right? You don't really got your finances.
Yeah, I'm not going to do too much. But again, when you're older, the ones that you want are no longer valid for you no more. That's expired. Those days are over. Now it has to be the ones that like you need in your life because you're too far ahead in the game to be getting deficits. Players are subtracting from what you got going
minuses.
on. It doesn't even make sense because if that's
the balance the books.
So now if you're saying but if you're speaking in the perspective of like I just want to knock down girls and I want to choose which ones I want. Well, you might need to have a little bit of game, but even then at that point I wouldn't argue you need game. I think you would have to just have optics.
Money.
Exactly.
Money. Yes.
Not even money, optics, because money is not enough.
You just have to be around money.
You need to be around money and optics, and that's you're good to go.
Optics is also clout,
optics
right?
is clout.
You need to be in the right positions.
Yes, right position around the right people. Right people. That's it. I'd say your community would determine a lot of that. Like if you're around the right people, trust me, you'll be dealing with certain girls that you want. Not the ones you need, but the ones you want, you probably can get with
the
them.
one trying to get to the big guy, so you got to go through you.
There you go. There you go.
At the end of the day, it's girls that make those kind of choices. They say girls pick who they want.
Absolutely.
And men
up
pick
to
who
a certain point.
Yeah, we pick who we want to stay with.
Yes.
They pick who they choose. They choose in terms of like who they want to sleep with. But we pick the ones we want to be with.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah, we dictate relationships. They dictate sex.
Exactly.
That's a good question. But we are wrapping up soon. So about when it comes to women, and the thing is, the older they get, the less options they start to have. But they think that because they had options when they were young, those options still remained as they get older because they believe that they find themselves more when they're older rather than when they're younger. But they don't understand that because they're older, they have more, they ask for more.
Okay.
Right? And they demand more, they expect more. And because of that shoots them in the foot. Guys that are their age aren't going for them. They're going for women that are younger. They're still, you could still kind of mold to your liking. And just kind of
bro, it's like the saying, it's like you bend the tree when it's young.
That's true.
At the end of the day, everyone knows you teach a kid when he's young. You do everything when it's young and fresh. You become a professional when you're young. Every single thing you do when you're young. When you're older, obviously society is already determined that people getting olher, it's much harder for them to get on point. Harder for them to be on point.
They have a
more
saying
set in their ways.
They have a saying for them.
But already shown like most people in history from what they've looked at.
Yes.
Of course, success though does get higher when you get older, but that's because of experience, right? But in terms of
can't teach a no dog new tricks.
Yes, exactly. So the younger you are, the better scenario it is. You can build with someone, you can grow with someone, you can go through experiences with somebody. The more experiences they have, obviously makes them potentially less valuable to you. But that just potentially just depends what they have experience in. Because if they have more experience, say in maybe managerial, this, that, certain things that can be an asset towards you, that's good. You want them to have more experience. Maybe they can help you in your business and shit like that. But if they have more experience, like in terms of obviously men and countries they've been to and certain things they've done,
that doesn't help
that doesn't help you.
Like
that
the logistics behind it.
Wow.
It doesn't help.
In some instances,
it's what you're looking for, but I think logistically that doesn't really make too much sense.
For a young boy, you need some vintage vagina. That's what's gonna put you up by the rim. For an older nigga, he needs something young. That's just how it goes.
Well, it depends
That's
on...
right. You can say that. Your needs change as you get older and younger, for sure.
You need someone to teach you when you're younger, and then when you're older you teach somebody else, right? That's the game.
Could say that, depending.
I guess, depends on the individual. Some people don't want to learn in that style.
From vintage vagina?
Yeah, some people don't want to learn that style. Like, some people do, some people don't. Some people want to just... take the lead from the very beginning.
Yeah, depends.
Some people want to make their own mistakes.
Yeah.
And a wise person will learn from the mistakes of some others, right?
Yeah, you're right. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Or you could just learn through the mistakes of others, right? So by just watching, you don't need to actually partake in, gaining.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You hear about it, they tell you, right?
Yeah.
You
They
know?
tell you, and you
A
go
fool
off
makes
of
his
that.
own mistakes.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
A wise man,
So-
already knows.
The question I want to ask is, do you think like females are capable of change, or people in general are capable of change? Like if you meet a girl that had like a promiscuous past, do you think she could change and not be promiscuous anymore?
Hoes make some of the best girlfriends. They're the coolest.
I
They're
agree.
the coolest. Hoes are the coolest.
I agree.
If a girl's too cool, she probably a hoe.
Facts. She has good
I
conversation.
said it. I said
I'm glad
she
you
knows
said
niggas
it.
too well.
Yeah,
That's it.
she has good conversation. She's probably a hoe.
I mean,
I'm just playing.
you guys are onto something.
No, it's true.
I mean, I wouldn't phrase it that way, but you guys are onto something.
I'll phrase it just that way. My little bro tells me. The man goes, yo, I'll have a girl right now. She's the coolest girl. Only problem with her, she's a hoe.
Yeah, and it's unfortunate, because I've met too many women of this type of stature where it's like they're cool, but of course, what's synonymous with being a cool woman is being a hoe. Unfortunately,
What can they change? Like
You're cool with a lot of
you
people.
can meet a girl that's
You're
not
cool
a
with a
hoe.
lot of people.
You can meet a girl that's not a hoe and she could change into a hoe. You can meet a girl that's a hoe that could change into being a homely woman.
I don't know.
Girlfriend.
Unless she went through something traumatic, she's not going to transform to a hoe.
I'll say this
I'm
much
just saying,
for me.
like-
This is what I say for me, and I'll go off my own experience. When you open Pandora's box, you can't close it. So
You don't think
that's
you could, even as
No.
a man, you don't
No.
think
For
it's,
me,
it's possible
that's
for
it.
men
when you
to-
open Pandora's
That's
box,
it.
you cannot close it. Done.
even for men, you think you can't go from being like the
Nope,
the
nope.
knocking them down guy to
No.
a faithful nigga in a relationship?
No, because
Yes,
you're,
you can.
you're always
Yes, you can.
haunted by your demons.
Yes.
Yes, you can. Black man don't cheat. I believe in it. Niggas can do it.
My thing is,
Niggas can do it.
I truly believe you're always haunted by your demons, bro. And
It
that will
always
I
Come
mean,
back.
I feel like you're
No,
only
sir.
capable of change if you want to change. You can't change somebody that doesn't want to change.
It's potential. It's definitely potential.
know what
But,
I mean?
I think more time than not, people are, kind of, the demons knock at their door.
Mm.
Well,
That's what we got,
I
bro.
think that's all we got for today. This is Far From Normal Podcast. I want to thank our guests for coming out.
100%.
Yeah,
We got Val in the building, and we got
Yeah,
TJ
yeah,
in the
yeah.
building.
Let's get it.
And we are out.
Peace.
Deuces.